Hello, everyone. This is Darwell20, and welcome to episode 13 of the Agrarian Skies series with Pahimar. Mr. Pahimar, how are you doing this evening?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm good, man. Hey, what are we doing with all this rubber wood that we've got? Because it feels like there's a lot of it, and I don't think there's much we can do with it, is there? Aside from get jungle wood planks or charcoal.
Yeah, I think we either turn it into junglewood planks and we use that for our wood because we're constantly getting this stuff while we're harvesting the rubber.
Yeah.
So it's probably best to use this wood for our jungle wood because it's not good for the other wood, like making barrels and such.
You know what we could do with it, actually, is we can get a ball of glue, but, I mean, that's just, I think, or dictionary pretty much with slime.
Yeah,
But
we really have no need for slime since we got
you
that slime
say,
sapling over there.
so you say.
Hey, we can just grow slime slaplings.
Yeah, totally. Hopefully.
English
Hey,
words.
so I'm cooking stuff up over here. So this episode we updated, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We are now on Agrarian Skies 212.
Oh my! So guess what? There's new quests. So we thought we had a lot to do still. Now we have even more to do.
Yeah,
Not only that, there was actually a few more learning to skyblock quests, but in between this episode and last when we updated, I said just three quick easy quests. So I can just do those real quick. So there were very basic crafting quests. We just needed to craft a fluid duct. We needed to craft a steam dynamo, and we needed to craft a bookbinder, which is actually kind of neat looking. I don't know if you tried out the bookbinder, but you
oh
can
yeah,
actually,
it is amazing.
yeah, it's cool. You can actually like open it up and place any books in there, and then when you right click on the book, it opens as if you right clicked it. So
Oh, I
once we
thought I
get like a
had one, but I don't.
Thaumonomicon and the other books that we're gonna need, like the thing, like we could even throw the Tinker's books in there if we wanted to. I guess of course it's a single point of failure. If you die, then you lose all your books at one shot. But yeah, what are you gonna do? But that's kind of a neat little trick.
It is.
I like it.
I'm gonna make one myself.
So we have three quests to hand in. So I'm just gonna start claiming rewards, and you can do as well. Because I don't think any of these really have a choose a reward type deal. So I have handed in all my learning to Skyblocks, and I've got basically one heart out of that. Oh, hey there. How's it going?
Did you get a mob or something?
No, I just crafted everything and then rolled back like an inch. So I got a basic and a good bag. Let's see, my basic has okay but not great reward of beef jerky. And my good bag has a useful reward of blackberry corn and lettuce seeds.
I have an
That's neat.
okay but not great reward of all the music discs, a radio, and a note block,
Right.
and monster jerky.
Hmm.
So that didn't really give us much. But we got two more lives in addition to our existing 27.
Yeah. What's up? So I think what I'd like to do is do a little bit of infrastructure today. I know you weren't actually interested in how you automate like machines like this.
Indeed. I have
So
no idea how to get AE hooked up to these things.
it's actually not too tricky. Let me demonstrate for you, sir. I'm actually going to get a couple things to do it. So the first step, if you come downstairs with me,
Coming?
so tell me if when I'm interacting with this pattern encoder over here, if you can see me doing things.
Yep, I can see you doing things.
Okay, cool.
So you just made a sticks recipe? Or a
Yep.
pattern, I should say.
So typically, when you put in items in here, it's going to automatically determine the output for you as if you were doing it with like a regular crafting window, right?
Okay.
But if you put in an item that doesn't normally go into a crafting window, like the basic processor assembly, which needs to be smelted,
Mm-hmm.
it won't know what to do. So you actually have to get the item and place it into the output. So we're basically telling this that given a basic processor assembly, when it goes into whatever machine we hook this into, you'll get an ME basic processor assembly out at some point. Cool.
Cool.
So you can grab that guy. And also, if you place it into the ME molecular assembly chamber, you'll see how it has that red background.
Yep.
That's telling you that it did not detect that as a valid craftable recipe, so it really probably doesn't belong in there.
Okay, so how do we fix that?
So pull it out and bring it with me.
Man, I love elevators.
Yeah, they're the best. So this particular block we want to smelt. So let's put it in this redstone furnace right here. Cool. So like thermal expansion, the top part needs to be blue, or wherever the input is needs to be blue. So that's important. So we'll what you do is you put an ME interface on top,
Okay.
and you see how there's that processing line on the bottom. That's where the pattern goes. Cool.
Ah.
And you can also right click with a wrench and specify what direction it goes into. It'll place it into the nearest available inventory, but it's always a good idea to do that because we'll probably wind up with something like interfaces along the line here. And while I
So
don't,
we're going to need 2 interfaces per block then, one for input and one for output?
you could do that, or what you could use is the ME import bus, those guys.
Ah.
And what they do, and I'm going to actually have you stick it behind on the back there. Yeah.
I did it wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. There you go. What those guys do is basically they import into the AE system. So they'll, if you put that on a chest, it would basically pull everything out of the chest and into the AE system. Cool.
Cool.
So if you come over here, go ahead and request. Actually,
Don't we have to hook this up to the network?
Yes. So we'll do that. We can just probably hook it up. What I'm thinking is we're going to eventually have everything come over here anyway. So let's just do, I guess we'll just do this, and then later we'll adjust it correctly. So you should be able to request a basic processor. And when you do that, it'll auto-craft the unsmelted version, and then you'll see that the redstone furnace is running now.
Perfect.
Cool. And then it'll get imported into the network, and then your basic processor will be right there.
Very nice. So now we need to do one for the advanced processor too.
Yes. And we'll want to do ones for all kinds of stuff. Like we'll want to teach it how to make nether quartz dust, because one of the things we're going to want to craft a lot of is these ME cables, which needs the fluix dust. So I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to put it on top of the pulverizer and teach it how to make nether quartz dust. What's that?
I'm giving you the import bus back.
Oh, cool. Yes, I'll need those. So this guy was only temporary. I'm going to put this here. Rotate that guy downwards. And what we'll have here is the ME import bus. Just going to make this guy orange on the back. Pulverizer, import bus. There we go. So that's that. So now all I have to do is jump down here.
And fall to your death.
Yeah, not this time, buddy. You don't have to be mining out a block under me, do you?
Hey, I'm pretty sure that's one of the funniest bits of footage you've had in a while.
It might be. It might be.
In addition to our epic Enderman battle.
Oh, wow, you made a lot of fluix dust in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, now I can craft nether quartz dust, and you'll see that it went ahead and made it.
Very nice.
Yeah. So that's it, and you can do that with any machine, because basically you're saying this item goes in, and this item will come out. So the real trick is to make sure that you put the import bus or whatever on the back so that it actually does pull the item out. Otherwise, the AE system would be like, hey, where's that item? I'm waiting for it. It never came. Cool.
Cool.
Alright, did I teach this guy how to make fluix dust? Not yet. So, ME cable. I should teach it how to make... I'm going to teach it how to make fluix dust, which is this, which it should be able to make everything for, and glass. I'm going to teach it how to make glass real quick. Well, maybe I won't teach it glass right now. I'll teach it glass later. But that's basically the gist. We can do all kinds of nifty tricks with stuff to get it to auto-craft other things as well. So let's see, we've got another redstone furnace here. We've got an induction smelter. I'll probably want to teach it how to do stuff with the induction smelter and with the magma crucible. And I'll probably eventually also want the fluid transposer to be doing stuff for us.
Geez, so many music discs.
I know, right? Just like to watch the auto crafting to make sure everything's working properly. Ah, we're missing glass. See, I knew I was needing to do something.
Yeah, we should teach it how to make glass. That'd be awesome.
Hey, we've got a backlog somewhere. What's going on here? Oh, there's a lever missing here.
Oh?
Yeah, underneath the gold chest. There's a lever missing. Strange.
I took those away and added a pneumatic servo to the item duct.
The one on the bottom, too?
Oh, I didn't see the one on the bottom.
Yeah, one output isn't enough to keep up with the amount of items we're getting. We need two. So maybe it is a good time to teach this thing how to make sand into glass.
Yeah.
Do we have a ton of sand somewhere? Oh, you know what we do?
We should.
We have it in this barrel up here. Alright, so let me get a little infrastructure in place, guys. Pahimar, do you want to be back in a minute after we've got some stuff set up? And then what are we doing this episode? Basically, a lot of infrastructure and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about expanding our farms out a bit, as well as getting some mob spawners going.
Cool.
And then I think we really should get some tesseracts and kind of collate a bunch of our collection of things.
I got you. Well, I can work on automating the creation of tesseracts.
That would be pretty awesome.
And what I also want to do is make a bunch of storage buses and start hooking up all this stuff to storage buses. All these barrels and everything that we've got going on here.
Yeah, I think we want a central inventory room.
Yeah. Well, do you want to move these barrels to a central inventory room, or are they good where they are?
I think let's move them. Let's actually have a storeroom. I think let's make it pretty.
All right. Well, I'm putting you in charge of that. You make it pretty.
Oh.
I'll make it work. You make it pretty. How's that sound?
That sounds like a normal Direwolf 20 and everyone else relationship.
Thank you, Soren. I mean Pahimar.
Oh. Soren's over
ask
there.
for it.
All right, let's be back.
We'll be back.
I'm recording.
Mr. Pahimar, guess what I made?
What did you make?
Automated tesseracts.
Nice.
Yeah, man, we can automatically tesseract things now. It's going to be awesome.
That's good, because we have a lot of automation to do. Have you seen some of the quests we've had to do? I didn't realize how many had updated.
Yeah, there's a lot of updated quests. Like, if we look through the book here, there's an entirely new quest line I saw that's called Steel Power, and I have no idea what that's involved with, because I believe steelworking isn't part of regular Tinkers. I think it's one of the Tinkers add-ons, so I'm not really sure what's involved there, so I have no idea what those items are all about.
And then I saw that there were some new quests in For the Hoarding.
I know. Like, we weren't having to hoard enough things. And what's funny is I actually did this. Digital storage requests all the ME Autocrafter components, one of each. But, like, it didn't recognize that I had crafted them already, so I had to go craft one of each of these. But we can claim a reward now if you want.
Let's do it.
Hooray! So we get another life. And we got, actually, 4 ME interfaces, which is kind of nice. There we go. It was just a phantom.
I got a greater bag as well.
Yeah, me too. Look at that. And I also got a golden heart. I'll take that. I guess I need to... That's an accessory. That should go... Oh, I see. Right
I got
here.
more jerky.
Hooray, I got a golden heart.
You got an extra golden heart?
Well, I got one.
Oh, I thought you... What was in your bag?
What is this thing? Mecha Pahimar?
Yeah, it's me as a robot. It's much better than fake Pahimar.
It's a little better than fake Pahimar. What happened to fake Pahimar?
Fake Pahimar morphed into Mecha Pahimar.
I see. Okay, then. I'm going to look at my reward bag. Hey, I got a nice reward. Wow. I got a 0.93 chance to get this reward. I got a bunch of hives. A bunch of beehives.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a lot of good ones. I think it's all the World Gen ones for the most part.
That's good, because one of the hoarding quests is bees.
Oh, I know. Don't remind me.
Oh, no, that's in the bragging rights. Yeah, there's a whole other... So we have steel, and now we have this bragging rights one, too. Where we have to make things from different mods. So we have to make, like, all the things from Thermal Expansion again, a bunch of vanilla stuff, and, yeah, 100,000 forest drones.
100,000 forest drones?
100,000 forest drones.
Are we going to do bragging rights? That sounds like a terrible thing to do.
I think we have to do almost all these quests.
We have to do bragging rights?
I think so, because it's for bragging rights.
I guess.
We
Oh, hey, look, though, we get a sign that says Bee Mastery.
Well, that's good. I'm glad we got the
So,
sign.
yeah. Hey, there's a McOry's quest. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
She has
look
the
at
best
that.
food.
We have to make a bunch of vanilla stuff. I mean, that doesn't look terrible.
Mine Factory Reloaded's not too bad.
All right, so let's look at. Well, I'm going to check out. What did I want to go with? Also, I'm debating if we really want to bother with the whole concept of moving all these barrels into a storage room. Like, let's just throw everything into like a storage cell and be done with it. Hey, there's
You think
a
so?
there's a cat here.
We got a cat?
We got a cat.
Where'd the cat come from? Oh my god, we do have a cat.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
built a
there it
big
goes.
old a big area for spawning, I guess, friendly animals.
Yeah, but I guess this must be in a jungle biome. Yep,
I
it
guess.
is. So we're gonna
Yeah.
get cats.
Nice. I
But
wouldn't mind a
the
pet
reason I
cat.
built it is for this.
For what?
Check it out.
Hey, there's a sheep.
There's 2 sheep. You can
Nice.
make them with string and eggs, and because we're gonna need some dye if we want to make the breeders.
Right.
So I got thinking, why don't I dye some sheep?
Okay. Yeah, and you can get dye from the wool.
Exactly.
You can pulverize it. Alright, so we got that quest hand-in done. There's a whole new section there. We haven't even started You're a Wizard, Steve, which is a Thaumcraft book and a Sacrificial Orb. So there's a few things that we're going to need to do here, clearly. There's Thaumcrafty stuff, and then there's Blood Magic-y stuff. I've just been kind of looking at for the hoarding. Like, it feels like some of these things we're going to want to set up now, because it's just going to take a huge amount of time to get that thing done, right? Like, some of this stuff is
I
just going to
didn't
take
get
forever.
any dye from that.
I don't know. I think what I'll do is teach this thing how to make storage units. So first I want to teach it how to make storage cells, and then how to make 1K storages, just because I can. And then we're going to want to teach it how to make storage blocks, which require, well, I guess I should go with the 4K ones first. So storage segments, and then 4Ks. If you do this methodically and correctly, you actually wind up pretty good. And then 16Ks.
Oh man, I was really hoping on that.
What's that?
It just pulverized the wool into string. It didn't give me any dye.
It's only a chance.
Oh, well, we have loads of cats.
So let's see. Red dye. Rose red, for example. Pulverizer. Unless it's disabled. That would stink.
I'd have to check the config.
NEI's not working. It's not showing it, at least. That would really stink.
That would really stink.
I'm making a 16K storage drive, and I'm going to... I think what I'm going to do is tell it what to do. So let's try it and just see how well that works. I'm looking for the thing that does partition editor. Yes, that's what I want. Cool. How's this thing coming along? Missing. Oh, I never taught how to make silicon. Derp-de-dur. We're also going to need some more nether quartz dust in here.
Oh,
Yep.
this is terrible. We're
What's
gonna
that?
check configs. Okay, that idea's out for now.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder if it's in the thermal expansion configs. I know it was
Could
something
be.
that they just added in.
no, I mean, that's been in for a while, the ability to pulverize wool and get the dyes from it. Beats me. But we need that animal farm area there anyway, so it's a good thing you made it. Like, it's not a bad thing that you made it.
I might actually have to move it, because in that jungle biome, we're not going to get other passive mob spawns.
Not at all?
We're just going to get a ton of ocelots.
Yeah. Yeah, you can move it and put it somewhere else. Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So let's see, is this thing ready? Almost, it's cooking. How about I'll come back when this thing's done cooking? Does that sound good, Pahimar?
Sounds like a plan for me.
Alright, so here's what I'm thinking, Pahimar. Nuts to the barrels and the storage chest thing. Let's just go, we've got the resources. So what I'm going to do is I've got this block here, the partition header. Are you familiar with how this works?
Yep.
Alright, so basically what this is we're going to tell it that these are the items that are allowed to be stored on this disk. So I'm basically putting all the stuff that's common, that we get a lot of, on the disk. Oh cool, you can shift click these things in here, that's nice. So I'm going to put all of our blocks of metal and all the dusts and all that stuff that we normally get. Should I throw the mob drops in here, or should we get a separate 16k for the mob drops?
Let's do a separate one, because they produce a lot.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is
Check
put
and see
this
how much bone
16k
meal we
in
have.
here,
Sorry,
and then I'm
bones.
also going to put all this stuff away.
Yeah, we have...
Cool.
Actually, no, we don't have as much.
Well, I'm going to make another 16k anyway.
That's good.
And then what else I want to get? I want to get a... Where's that thingy? There's a block here that's going to... IO port. Yeah, I'm going to want an IO port.
What's the IO port do?
It makes it so that you can... Well, we're crafting a bunch of stuff right now, but that's okay. Basically, it sets it up so that what you can do is... Ooh, we're low on Certus quartz dust.
Should be a bunch of it in the barrel upstairs.
Yes.
If folks watching mine are wondering what I'm doing, is I've sucked up all the mobs who are in here into reusable safari nets. Although I didn't take the horse, because we have no use for horses. Because we're going to be using them in a breeder, once I figure out how to get purple dye. Although, didn't we get jaded bees?
Mm-hmm.
I should check that, because I think jaded bees actually produce purple dye.
Yeah. I think I forgot to hit the format button on this, but that's okay. I formatted it now. Partitioned, allowed precise. Cool, that's correct now. That's what I want to see. Matching mode, precision. That's fine. So is this thing pretty much done with another 16k? Almost. The IO port basically lets you like strip the items out of what's already on the storage disks. So we'll take these storage disks that already exist and, you know, do whatever with them.
Where's this IO port?
I'm waiting. I need to craft it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that thing.
Where am I headed to? Oh yes, I was going to look for bees. Oh, there's tons of bees. You weren't kidding.
Yeah.
Resonating hives? Aren't those the ender ones?
I forget. Sounds about right. But I'm honestly not sure. Once we have all this infrastructure set up, man, this is gonna go like really smooth. I think we've got another basic coming in here. Here it comes. Alright, ready for the IO port?
Coming down.
So if I set this up correctly, which is always like a risky thing to say, this thing should be connected now. So see how the 16K drive has nothing in it right now?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of crafting recipes, but there's no actual items. So I'm going to take something like this 1K storage drive, and I'm going to transfer data to network. And what that should have done is moved everything that belongs in that drive into it. So you can see now, like, this drive still has stuff in it, but it doesn't have anything that it shouldn't have in it.
Very nice.
Cool. So I'll do the same thing with this. So now it just dumped everything out into there. And I'll do the same thing with this, and it'll dump everything out there. So basically what we did is we just transferred all the disks that had stuff on them. Should be all cleaned up now. In fact, let me just make sure. Because one of them did something I didn't expect it to. 1024 bytes. Wow, what is stored on you? Huh. You know what I should do just to find out? Hey, you. What you doing?
I was trying to shift stuff into inventory, but it wouldn't let me. Because you got all the drives.
Right, I did, yes. Just want to make sure that everything moved over correctly, so I'm going to make a quick ME drive just to test. But it looks like it's pretty much right. Crafting stuff. We should set it up to keep a certain amount of items available at all times or something. I just want to see what's in this, like, 99 really full disk. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty much everything that doesn't belong. I didn't have an actual thing for, like, the metals, which is fine. I didn't think I needed to partition the individual metals there, just the blocks, because that's what's going to be auto-crafted. And we'll auto-craft the metals from blocks, so that should be fine. I've already taught it gold and iron. I'll teach it the rest of the metals eventually, once we need them. Cool. So what I think I'd like to do now, Pahimar, is modify some of the imports here. What I'll use, you ready to check this out? Let's get that 16K brewing again. And then when this is done crafting, we'll be right back. And we can plug the mob spawner into this if you want, Pahimar.
That would probably be a good thing.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, Pahimar, I just formatted another disk to allow some of the common mob drop items we've been getting. So that'll handle that. Cool. 4 of 16 types is in. That's good. Yeah, I'm going to make sure these guys are all stripped of mob drop stuff as well. So let's do that, that, and that. And now there should be, okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Huh. Are there ender pearls on any of these? Thought there were. Yeah.
What is this thing?
What thing's that?
The ME chest.
Yeah, it's the ME chest. There we go.
Man,
I guess it just took a moment.
right now.
What's that?
You make it hard to craft right now.
I do. I apologize. Give me 1 sec. Alright, you can have it again. I'm just making sure everything's nice and tidy. There we go. 6 of 63 types. That's what I expected to see, because I partitioned it with 6 different item types. So what I'm going to make now, basic import bus. I'm going to get a precision import bus. And the dolly. Let's make it so. Hey, you pull stacks at a time. Nice. As a matter of fact, what I should be doing also is this. Didn't know ME interfaces could be pre-configured. Okay. But basically, we'll want some cabling.
Well, I got some good news.
Oh?
I got a breeder.
Oh, really?
And I just realized I have no ducks to actually hook it up.
Ah.
But I bet you that you have those nicely partitioned in here somewhere, don't you?
What now?
Oh, good. They're still available.
Yes. So let's see. What's the best way to hook this up? Just worried about all the bows and stuff we're going to get.
Shouldn't those get picked up? Oh, yeah, because you're hooking that up.
Yeah. What I think I'm going to do... I'm going to turn off your redstone control on this thing so that we get a few of those items. And then once we've got them, we can blacklist them. And we'll set them up to go directly to the trash can. That sound like a plan?
Good.
So I won't actually set this whole contraption up with the hooking it directly into that until we're ready to do that. Because I don't want to start collecting all that junk. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But what I would like to do is set up the import for all the stuff we've got upstairs so that we can move all of our barrels that we currently have into this system. But what I'm going to need to do for that then is make a few more import buses, I think. I'm just going to craft a few more of these.
So breeder only takes energy and liquid essence?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes. You mean the mob spawner? Oh, the breeder. To like breed animals?
Oh yeah. No, I made the wrong thing.
Yeah, you want a mob spawner.
Well, the breeder will help once we have it.
Yes.
That's a lot easier.
Well, breeder's
I'm a
alright. You have to give that basically wheat and stuff. So what I think I'm going to do, Pahimar, is replace the whole transport items from things around underneath here into ME cabling and such. Does that sound cool?
Sounds cool. Oh, the breeder's not even one of the Mine Factory Reloaded bragging rates thing.
Really?
Yeah, waste.
Nice. Alright.
This is why I cannot shake Pie Noob.
Yeah, pretty much. Just gonna turn these guys all off so they don't start outputting stuff where they don't belong to. Because I basically want to pull items directly into the AE network now instead of pulling into these barrels. So that's actually going to be a bit of work. Maybe I should do this off camera, but basically guys, what I'm going to be doing here is connecting the import buses that I've made, which I'm probably going to have to make a few more of. That's why I started that crafting a moment ago, under here like this. And then we can get some cabling running between them. And this cabling is eventually going to hook up to that. So we'll basically ME import into the casting basin. And we'll just run like that. Cool. So I'll be back in a minute once I've moved all this stuff over. Yes, Mr. Pahimar.
I have two things of note.
Okay.
One, it's wrap-up time.
Oh.
Two, I may have found us a supply of leather. Would you like to see?
Yes. Cows?
Let's have a look at back.
Oh, that's a lot of cows.
I
You got so
may
many
have...
cows. Oh, you made an auto spawner. Nice.
Yep. I may have corrected my breeder problem. I have made us 5 auto spawners, because we are going to need to have quite a few of certain types of mobs, because we need a lot of milk, believe it or not. That's one of my quests.
Okay.
And we're going to need a lot of like cheese and butter and stuff, which we're also going to need milk for.
Okay.
So yeah, we now have a pretty good supply of cows.
Nice. Okay, cool. I've been working on an AE system here. Basically, what I've been focusing on, and as a matter of fact, I could probably clean up some of this cabling, but I'll do that later. I've hooked up the AE system. I've run it all the way across here. I'm going to be basically replacing a lot of the item ducts that we have underground here with AE cabling. And I've so far got some import buses going on. So I haven't changed the way items route into the smelters, but I have changed the way they get pulled out. So instead of them being pulled out into the row of barrels up here, I'm now pulling them out directly into the AE system. What's next is I'm going to build some export buses, and I'm going to program those to push items into the smelters. And then instead of the items going into a chest up there and then getting routed through the item ducts, it's all going to happen with AE. So I'm going to do export buses into the smelteries, and I'm going to do the rest of the items will just stay in the AE system, like the redstone and glowstone and a lot of other stuff we get.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I just need to get some export buses and program those because they're going to just be a little bit of a nuisance for me. Not too bad, but I'm definitely going to want at least like 5 or 6 of those, and I want them to be precision. So good, I still have some basic processors. That'll be good. But we do have to wrap up, like you said. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of set that up between this episode and next because it's mostly infrastructure and it's pretty straightforward. And then next episode, maybe I'll come back and demo it all to you guys. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, and I think between this one and next, I'm going to clean up. I'm going to move all those cows into a proper spawning facility and start milking them.
Cool. Sounds like fun, man. You know there's a block from MFR that does milking, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I hear that's the better way to do it.
That's a good way to do it, but it has a cooldown. If you want an autonomous activator with buckets, it would probably be faster technically, but it's up to you.
Let's see. Wow, I need a lot of milk.
Yeah, we need a lot of things.
16 million millibuckets worth of milk.
That's a lot of milk.
Yeah, and then I should probably hook up some other things because I need fluid protein. There's a compost related one, and I should get some bees going because there's a sticky situation one where we need honey. So I need to get a squeezer. Yeah.
Do you want to do bees or do you want me to do bees?
No, I'll do bees.
You sure?
Yeah, I should learn.
I'm pretty good at them. I don't mind saying.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Okay, you're the boss.
All right. So this is Palmar signing off for Direwolf20 and myself.
Cool.
Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, buddy.